Travis is going to be doing this with one finger. You know what that finger's going to do?
Push a button.
It's going to push a button. There's a 25 horsepower electric motor we added right there in the 1980s. We're going to use that to spin our engine today. Don't worry about me or Travis standing on this all-steel turntable. Electricity will not go through a bad conductor. Now, I've had a better reaction out of a group of kindergartners on that joke. Well, let me just say it's my favorite joke I ever say.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another Railfan Micah Turner adventure. Previously, we ventured down into the Peach State of Georgia in order to visit some hotspots of Georgia railfanning. On our way back home, however, we decided to stop in Chattanooga to visit the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum and take a train ride. I'll let myself take over on site, so sit back and I hope you enjoy. We have made it to Chattanooga, Tennessee at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. We're going to take a look at what they got today.
operated daily between Atlanta and Savannah. And it operated at an average speed of 55 miles an hour, making it at one time the fastest regularly scheduled passenger train in the United States. So who is Nancy Hanks, you might wonder? Well, Nancy Hanks was the name of Abraham Lincoln's mother, Nancy Hanks Lincoln. But Nancy Hanks, too, was the name of a racehorse in the 1947 Kentucky Derby. And the Central of Georgia wanted to reflect the speed of a passenger train, so they named it after that racehorse, which was then named after Abe Lincoln's mother. If you're riding in car number 2, the middle car of the train, that is the Norfolk and Western Virginia Polytechnic Institute. Built 1949 by the Budd Company for the NW as a sleeping car. And it was operating on passenger trains such as the Cavalier and the Pocahontas. Now, as many of you are sitting in that car, you'll look around, you'll notice there is a lacking abundance of sleeping materials. One such item would include beds. Well, that's because in the early 1960s, the Pennsylvania Railroad acquired nearly all of the former NW sleeping cars, converted them into high-capacity commuter passenger cars. They were also used to transport folks to the 1964 New York World's Fair. Now on the NW, they were also known as university cars. Virginia Polytechnic Institute was a college along the NW's railway system. We actually have two other cars from that same series of cars. The Emory and Henry College and the Randolph-Macon College. Here in just a moment, we will complete our point of reversing move, or shove move here in a second along our Y. We'll be making a temporary stop to make sure that our engineer can see we have a green signal ahead of us. There are switches line for the west. Get my left and right switched up here. That is the Tennessee Valley Authority 3060, built in 1958 by the Fairbanks Horse Company, the Tennessee Valley Authority's Gallatin, Tennessee fossil plant. That engine is known as a baby trainmaster, designated H1666. What does any of that jargon mean? H stands for hood unit, 16 means it has 1600 horsepower, 66 stands for 6 axles on each truck. That locomotive was operated in Gallatin, Tennessee to receive loads of coal by rail, first to Louisville and Nashville, later CSX Transportation. Until 1997, the Tennessee Valley Authority decided they were going to start receiving shipments of coal by truck instead of rail. The idea behind it was that it was more cost effective. Chattanooga, Tennessee. So it is a very, very rare piece of equipment on the railroad world. Alrighty folks, we're getting on the main line. This is the most exciting part of the trip. If you look on both sides of the train, left or right of the train, you will see trees. Oh man, how exciting. Don't worry folks, I'll branch off from that one later. Be able to see the various types of brickwork used and the exposed carved out cave-like features of the Chattanooga rig itself. Those are about to experience my favorite time of the day.
After taking a look around the museum, we climbed aboard our train for the day and ventured to the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum shops, where we find an array of treasures. Take a look.
So that means we'll be following this today around yard. Number 2, please stay on all pavement and pathways. Do not walk onto the railroad track or out on ballast. Rule number 3, rule number 2 follows right into rule number 3 actually. Do not climb or put your kiddo on a train for a picture. Once again, please do not climb or put your kiddo on a train for a photograph. Folks, these are very important pieces of railroad history here. They are fully operational pieces of railroad equipment. They are our historical artifacts. Last but not least, rule number 4 is to please have fun. Failure to comply with the rules will lead to a public announcement of who you are and what you're doing the road, especially rule number 4, trying to fun. Folks, our depot will also be open today. In case you want to get you a little something to eat, we do have some delicious sweets here today. We got some cold glass bottle drinks, Coca-Cola, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, or whatnot, some root beer. Got some other chips and candies and whatnot. There's also some fresh Clumpy's ice cream. Yes, Clumpy's does make ice cream for us. They're a local ice creamery here. They produce 2 very special flavors for us. One is called Rocky Railroad, the other one being Smoky Cinders. The Rocky Railroad is just like Rocky Road, chocolate-based ice cream. It's got marshmallows and nuts in there. It's got a small dash of cayenne pepper. Not enough to ruin scorpions, just enough to natural taste. I've never tried it, so I don't know how it tastes. I've worked the tree notes. The Smoky Cinders is actually quite delicious. It's a creamy-based ice cream. It's got marshmallow. It's got homemade brownies, cinnamon, smoked caramel. Absolutely delicious. I do encourage you to check those out after your tour. There will be plenty of Alright guys, all the way down to the very end, please.
How cool is this, everybody?
Alrighty folks, welcome to East Chattanooga. I think the vast majority of everybody stopped at the depot first so they can pick up on us later in the tour. If y'all want to come down closer this way, you're more than welcome to once you be able to see everything. Come on down folks. All about some odd 20 of us. Well, that's alright, we'll get started here in just a second. Welcome to East Chattanooga, everybody. We had a good time so far? Alright, sounds like 7 people are having a good time. Before I do get started, look down at your feet, see that yellow line? Make sure you stand behind that yellow line. And if please do not touch the safety ropes. I was totally talking about that gentleman right there. Well, I'm going to present everybody with a question. How many of us here today have ever seen a turntable before? right, so not bad, not bad. All right. Well, for those of you who did not raise your hand, here it is, our turntable built in 1916 by the American Bridge and Iron Company. We're going to use this thing to spin it around the locomotive around 180 degrees. It's 80 feet long, and it weighs 80 tons. With me standing on the turntable, it now weighs 81 tons.
Not quite.
Not quite?
80.25.
Sorry, Miss Mathematician. We'll get you on that later. It's 81 tons, I promise. Anyway, I want to ask you guys this. How heavy do you think that is in pounds? What is 80 tons in pounds? What do you think? 160,000 pounds. That is correct. That is also known as heavy. It'll surprise you to learn this turntable was built as a hand-powered turntable. Now, the exact weight we're going to spend today, tag 80 comes in at about 125 tons topped off with diesel. 80 plus 125, 205 tons or 410,000 pounds. With that, I need 4 strong volunteers. I need 4 strong. Look at the hands fly. All right, we'll take you, mathematician, right there. I need 3 more. Otherwise, all right, got 2 more, got 1 more. And you right there, GoPro. Come on around this way. Come on around. Give them a round of applause, everybody. I'm just kidding. Stay where you are. I don't need your help. I don't need your help. I'm going to use one. Yeah.
I was going to say, get a video.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. There's 2 big words that prevent me from allowing you guys to help. You want to know what those words are? Y'all getting ahead of me. It's liability insurance. Well, I can't let you guys go behind the yellow line. But that's all right. I got the illustrious potato himself. Conductor Travis. Hello to Travis, everybody.
Hi, Travis.
Wow, they seem to have a whole lot more faith in you than most other people do.
Who's the engineer?
Who's the engineer? That's Matt. You'll see him in a minute. We'll give you a microphone later.
He can say it, but can he spell it?
You might as well just walk on, lady. I'm just kidding. You're in it to win it. Travis is going to be doing this with 1 finger. You know what that finger's going to do?
Push a button.
It's going to push a button. There's a 25 horsepower electric motor we added right there in the 1980s. We're going to use that to spin our engine today. Don't worry about me or Travis standing on this all-steel turntable. Electricity will not go through a bad conductor. Now, I've had a better reaction out of a group of kindergartners on that joke. Well, let me just say it's my favorite joke I ever say. As the locomotive comes on the table, I'm going to explain the trick of how this table works. This table stands and sits on a single 6-diameter ball bearing. Right in the very, very center of the turntable, can't see it behind all the bridge cladding on there, is that 6-foot diameter ball bearing. This locomotive is going to balance over that bearing. It's going to make turning things a whole lot easier. When the engine is more closer to the center, the end of the magnet will drop down about 2 to 3 inches, and that means we'll be ready to start spinning our engine. Sometimes the engineers will get it balanced just right over that ball bearing. It'll actually teeter back and forth like a giant railroad seesaw. That is not required, however. If they do that, we give them respective brownie points. This engine on the train today is actually my personal favorite in the entire collection. This is the Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia Railway number 80. Built in 1968 by the Locomotive Division of General Motors, the same General Motors who produces the Cadillac, Chevrolet, and whatnot. So if you're looking to get yourself a new Cadillac in 1968, you may have seen one of these on the showroom floors. Tag 80 was the very first GP38 locomotive ever built, located right here. And is also the very last locomotive that the tag ever acquired. Now you might have also noticed the locomotive has a name, the John A. Chambliss. Who is John Chambliss? Well, John Chambliss, he was the vice president of the Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia Railroad. Well, they acquired this engine in 1968. They dedicated it to him in his honor on his 80th birthday. That is why this engine is also numbered 80. In 1971, the Southern Railway would acquire the tag, and this locomotive became Southern Railway 2879. Later, Norfolk Southern 2879, which in 1982, the Southern Railway would merge with the Norfolk and Western to create what is now known as Norfolk Southern Corporation. This engine was used in freight service until the late 1990s, and NS decided this locomotive was too old and underpowered for their growing operations. They retired it, sold it at auction. Who won it at auction? The Chambliss family. They would turn around and donate the locomotive to us here in the early 2000s. We started the restoration work on it in mid-2010s with Norfolk Southern's help. We sent it up to them for some engine work. Brought it back here, we had it repainted, and as it appears today, this is exactly how it would have looked brand new. That restoration completed in 2017. Up in the cab, that's our engineer Matt. Say hello to him, folks.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to be the one in charge of taking us back and forth safely across the railroad. What we're going to do is we're going to line our turntable up with track number 2. Travis has got himself a no-hitter. That turntable's lined up perfectly square. What's going to happen now? The engine's going to run around the train. Travis is going to throw a switch at the end of track 2. As you can see, our passenger train is on track 1. He's going to reverse into the train to couple up and pull us back to Grand Junction. Folks, after today, you have now seen a fully operational turntable. How about that?
All right. Way to go.
All righty. Yes, they can go in reverse. It's safer to keep the engineer toward the front of the train, at least for our railroad. Now, folks, before we go anywhere, we are to take our tour across the tracks up here to the back shop. If you'd rather head back to the train, you're more than welcome to, but I would encourage you to visit me, follow me to the back shop. Please stay on the path. You're not climb on anything. Right this way, folks.
Are you going to sound the horn? Can you sound the horn?
Check that out. That right there, folks, is an Alco RS3. It might be an RS2. I'm pretty sure it's an RS3. And look at the Southern F unit. Nothing beats them old Alcos. That was a CSX office car.
Alrighty, folks, welcome to the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum's back shop. Before I get started, just a few house rules. You are so sweet.
Keeping the other headed back for the rail. Keep your eye on the gaps. That's where she'll wreck. Another dud. Wait a minute. No use going on with this one. Not one single wheel derailed. Not even a mile of
This right here, folks, is what I grew up playing with. Thank you all so much for tuning into this amazing trip to the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. If you liked what you've seen, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next adventure. Until next time, from the coalfields, this is Railfan Micah Turner. God bless y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is so neat. Any railroad museum like this is a treat and a half. Just to see, oh poopy, oh poop. We got an NS coming. I just went from 0 to 100 real fast. I don't think we're gonna make it in time. right there, folks, is how sudden the train can come. So you've seen firsthand the struggle. I'm putting that in the video. That's funny. We are running again. The things I do for these videos. Oh God.